want to take a picture. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture.
Developing now, shocking new details of Meghan Markle's major row with Vogue magazine. And this time she's taken on the Queen. No, not that Queen. The Queen of Fashion. Anna Wintour herself.
Meghan Markle, Anna Wintour, Paris Fashion Week. They're hugging, smiling, air kisses. But watch Anna's body language. She redirects Meghan almost immediately. Notice the difference?
Meghan Markle and Anna Wintour together at Paris Fashion Week. Smiles. Air kisses. Cameras flashing. But look closely. Anna's body language says it all. The moment Meghan leans in, Anna shifts. Subtle, but sharp. With others, Anna's warm and open. With Meghan, it's all surface. Polite smiles hiding something colder underneath.
But for my own eye, I like it best when they look a little bit more real.
And here's what no one's talking about. This wasn't a warm reunion. It was pure damage control. Just 3 years ago, Anna Wintour rejected Meghan Markle. Why? Because Meghan's demands were over the top. Unreal. Insiders said not even Beyoncé would dare ask for what Meghan wanted. That moment changed everything between them.
Meghan Markle made impossible demands for her 2022 Vogue cover that never happened. Not even Beyoncé gets the demands she wants.
This is the story of how Meghan Markle tried to take control of Vogue and got shut down by the most powerful woman in fashion. What followed was brutal. Rejection. Humiliation. And now? A desperate attempt to fix it all at Paris Fashion Week. Everyone saw the smiles. The hugs. The polite air kisses between Meghan and Anna Wintour. But what no one saw was the tension underneath. Because 3 years ago, Anna didn't just reject Meghan, she ended their friendship. All because Meghan's demands were beyond reason. So extreme, insiders whispered, not even Beyoncé would ask for that. When Anna said no, Meghan didn't take it well. She cut ties. Burned bridges with Vogue editors. Ended relationships that took years to build. So when she appeared in Paris, it wasn't about fashion. It was about damage control. That moment between them, it wasn't a reunion. It was Meghan trying to rewrite history, one photo at a time. And here's the part most people miss, this isn't the first time she's done it. There's a pattern. Every time Meghan doesn't get her way, the same story plays out. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how the Vogue rejection connects to every major fallout Meghan's ever had. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
We have the embarrassing failure of Meghan and her PR company WME to secure a spot in Vogue magazine's.
Let's break it down. October 2025, Paris Fashion Week. Meghan Markle walks into the Balenciaga Spring-Summer show. First trip to Europe in 3 years. No Harry, just Meghan. Dressed head to toe in white, glowing with confidence. And sitting front row, Anna Wintour. The woman who runs the world of fashion. When Anna says you're in, you're in. When she says you're out, you're done. The cameras catch their moment. Meghan spots Anna, leans in for that picture-perfect greeting. Air kisses. Smiles. Compliments. Beautiful. Sweetie. You look amazing. Social media went wild. No feud. Best friends again. Meghan's comeback. But body language tells a different story. Expert Judy James told the Mirror that the moment felt staged, a cold, distant ritual between two women pretending to be close. Watch closely. When Meghan moves in for a hug, Anna subtly turns, redirecting her toward someone else. There's no warmth. Just polite distance. Now compare that to how Anna greets people she truly likes. She lingers, she chats, she glows. With Meghan? Polite. Professional. But fake. This wasn't friendship. This was Anna being civil to someone she'd already cut off. And here's where it gets worse. That rejection? It happened 3 years earlier, back in September 2022. Meghan had just launched her Archetypes podcast. She was everywhere. Press interviews, photo shoots, red carpets. She wanted the ultimate validation, a Vogue cover. But there was history there. Complicated history. And it's about to explain everything that happened in Paris.
Edward realized this wasn't a feature request. This was a list of demands. Absolutely insane demands. And here's where it gets really messy. Pay attention to this. What Meghan asked for wasn't just bold.
Back in 2019, Meghan Markle made headlines when she guest-edited British Vogue's Forces for Change issue. It became the fastest-selling edition in the magazine's history. She worked side by side with Edward Enninful, the editor-in-chief of British Vogue, for 7 months. They were close. They exchanged gifts, flowers, heartfelt posts online. It looked like a lasting friendship. So, in 2022, when Meghan approached Edward again, this time asking to be featured in the September issue, it felt like a natural step. And if you know fashion, you know September is the crown jewel. The biggest. The most powerful. The one every celebrity dreams of landing. Meghan had her big moment lined up, the One Young World Summit in Manchester. She wanted Vogue to cover it. A full feature. Her words. Her images. Her story. Edward seemed open. Plans began. Everything looked perfect. Until Meghan's team sent over their requirements. That's when everything changed. Edward realized this wasn't a feature request. It was a list of demands. Bold. Controlling. Unprecedented. What she was asking for wasn't just confidence, it was complete creative control. And that's something no one gets at Vogue. According to page 6, Meghan's requests weren't just bold, they were shocking. She demanded full control. Over everything. The photographer. The writer. The final edit. The photos. The headlines. Even the global distribution. Let's break that down. Meghan wanted to choose who took the photos, who wrote the article, what the story said, which images were used, and exactly what appeared on the cover. Total control. But that's not how Vogue works. That's not how any magazine works. And yet, it gets worse. Meghan also wanted to appear on both the British Vogue and American Vogue covers at the same time. A double global issue. 2 of the biggest fashion covers in the world, owned by her alone. A source told page 6, nobody gets that. Not even Beyoncé. And that's the truth. Not even Beyoncé, one of the biggest stars on the planet, has that kind of control. But Meghan thought she deserved it. Here's where things got awkward. Edward Enninful, her longtime friend and the man who helped her create that record-breaking 2019 issue, had already made his decisions. The British Vogue September cover was set, featuring supermodel Linda Evangelista, a true fashion legend. Meanwhile, Anna Wintour had already confirmed Serena Williams for the US cover, the greatest tennis player of all time. But Meghan wanted both. And full control. Edward knew it was impossible. The covers were locked, the schedules set. He likely tried to explain that, calmly, professionally. But Meghan didn't take no for an answer. Instead, she made a bold move. A risky one. She went over Edward's head, straight to Anna Wintour. Think about that. Edward Enninful, her friend and collaborator, said no. So Meghan decided to take it straight to the top. She arranged a Zoom call with Anna herself, hoping to pitch her global cover idea directly. But here's what makes this so wild. Anna Wintour isn't just the editor of Vogue. She's been running American Vogue since 1988, 37 years. She's the chief content officer of Condé Nast, the empire behind Vogue, GQ, Vanity Fair, and more. She runs the Met Gala. Every major fashion door in the world opens, or closes, at her word. And Meghan thought she could walk in and rewrite the rules. The Devil Wears Prada was inspired by her. Anna Wintour. The woman who can make or break a career with a single word. When Anna says yes, the world opens its doors. When she says no, those doors slam shut. And Meghan thought she could change her mind. She joined that Zoom call, confident and ready. She made her pitch, both covers, total creative control. Anna listened. Calm. Polite. Professional. She probably smiled, nodded, said all the right things. And then, she said it, no. According to page 6, Anna wasn't interested. Not curious. Not considering it. She took that meeting out of courtesy, not opportunity. The decision had already been made. The US cover was locked, Serena Williams. Final. Done. So, when Anna said no, that was it. The most powerful woman in fashion had just rejected Meghan Markle. And there was nothing Meghan could do about it. But that's where things spiraled. After Anna's rejection, everything fell apart. The British Vogue feature was scrapped. Meghan refused to compromise. A Daily Mail source put it plainly, the Duchess had high expectations for a cover, but Edward couldn't meet them. The cover was already set. Edward tried to save it. He offered Meghan a huge inside feature, multiple pages, big photos, online promotion. The kind of spread most celebrities dream about. But Meghan said no. It was the cover, or nothing. And she got nothing. The fallout was instant. Edward Enninful, her former ally, the man who'd helped her shape one of Vogue's biggest issues ever, walked away. Their friendship ended. Years of collaboration. Years of support. Gone. All because Anna said no. And Meghan couldn't handle it. Page 6 confirms it. Meghan and Edward Enninful are no longer in contact. He left British Vogue in 2023, and their friendship never recovered. Think about that. Edward gave Meghan one of the biggest opportunities of her life back in 2019. He believed in her, promoted her, celebrated her. And she destroyed that relationship because she didn't get exactly what she wanted in 2022. And here's the truth, this isn't new. It's a pattern. Let's rewind. In 2019, when Meghan guest-edited Vogue's September issue, Edward actually asked her to appear on the cover. But she said no. She wanted to shine the spotlight on other women. Everyone praised her, humble, selfless, empowering. Fast forward to 2022, and the story flips. Suddenly, she demanded the cover. Total control. A global edition. And when she didn't get it, the friendship ended. So was that humility in 2019, or strategy? Setting the stage to claim more power later? It's what some people call main character syndrome. Everything has to happen on her terms. And it doesn't stop with Vogue. We've seen the same pattern with the royal family. With her own family. With friends. When Meghan doesn't get her way, she walks away, and then paints herself as the victim. But Anna Wintour was different. She didn't bend. She didn't cave. She didn't care about Meghan's title, her fame, or her Netflix deals. Anna simply said no. Quietly. Calmly. Finally. And that's real power, the kind that doesn't need to shout. Now, fast forward to Paris Fashion Week, October 2025. 3 years later. Meghan's back in Europe for the first time. No Harry. Dressed in white. Walking into Balenciaga's show like she owns the room. And sitting front row? Anna Wintour. Remember, Paris Fashion Week is huge. Dozens of shows, multiple venues, overlapping schedules. Meghan could have avoided Anna entirely. But she didn't. She went straight to that show. Walked right up to that seat. And made sure the cameras caught that moment. Why? Because this wasn't coincidence. It was damage control. Meghan has been carrying Anna's rejection for 3 years. She needed the world to believe everything was fine. One smile. One hug. One viral clip to rewrite history. But that's not how Anna Wintour works. When Anna says no, it stays no. When you cross that line, there's no coming back. That's her power, silent, final, untouchable. And that Paris moment? It wasn't reconciliation. It wasn't forgiveness. It was Meghan trying, and failing, to erase a no that still echoes today. It was Meghan desperately trying to save face. Trying to prove she's still relevant, still welcome, that Anna Wintour doesn't think less of her. But the truth was right there. Anna wasn't warm or open, she was polite. Professional. Distant. Meghan tried too hard to make it look natural. That's what rejection looks like when you're pretending it didn't happen. Maybe Meghan thought one perfect photo could erase 3 years of silence. But you can't erase a no from Anna Wintour. You can't PR your way out of burning a bridge with the most powerful woman in fashion. Anna said no in 2022, and 3 years later, that no still stands. Meghan just chose to ignore it. And here's why this rejection matters more than people realize. Meghan has spent years talking about how unfairly she's been treated, from the royals to the media to Netflix. But when Anna Wintour rejected her, she stayed silent. No interviews. No complaints. No victim story. Why? Because in fashion and Hollywood, Anna's opinion matters. More than titles. More than fame. More than any streaming deal. When Anna says you're out, you're out. And Meghan knows that. So instead of fighting back, she showed up at Paris Fashion Week trying to prove there was no drama. But that wasn't strength, it was desperation. Anna doesn't hand out special treatment because you're famous or married to a prince. You earn your place. You play by the rules. Meghan thought her name was enough. She thought she could demand everything. Anna said no. And that no hurt more than anything the royal family ever did, because this time it wasn't about family or race or media bias. It was about Meghan overestimating her power and underestimating how the industry really works. And that's one rejection she can't spin. She can't twist it into a victim story. She just has to live with it. Let's connect the dots. 2019, Edward offers Meghan the cover. She says no. Praised for being humble. 2022, she demands both covers, total control. Gets rejected. Ends the friendship. 2025, she shows up in Paris, trying to prove she's still relevant. See the pattern? When it's on her terms, Meghan's in. When it's not, she burns the bridge. The royal family didn't bend, she left. Edward couldn't deliver, she cut him off. Anna said no, and she's still trying to fix it 3 years later. This isn't about strength. It's about entitlement. About believing the rules don't apply. And the fashion world sees it. Anna sees it. Edward saw it. That's why the Paris greeting felt fake. Anna was polite, professional, but firm. Because once you show Anna Wintour who you really are, there's no going back. Meghan can show up to every fashion week for the next decade. She can smile, pose, and hug. But Anna Wintour already said no. And in fashion, Anna's word is final. So, Gossip Slice fam, there you have it. The real story behind Meghan Markle and Anna Wintour at Paris Fashion Week. It wasn't a warm reunion. It was damage control. Meghan trying to erase a no that still stands. Because when Anna Wintour closes the door, it stays closed. Now real talk. Was Meghan out of line with her demands, or should Anna have given her a second chance? Drop a crown in the comments if you think Anna was right to reject Meghan. Drop a face if you think Meghan actually deserved that global cover. And if you think she's trying way too hard to fix her reputation, yeah, drop that clown face right now. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss when we spill the next cup of tea. This is Gossip Slice, where we serve the truth, one slice at a time. See you in the next one. Peace.